Hello everyone, my name is Lucy and I'm filming a really exciting video this week. So basically I'm going to be doing Instagram chooses my reads for the week, and basically what this entails, if you don't know, is I put up a poll of 2 books on my Instagram stories and my followers get to choose what I read. I posted the first poll about an hour ago and the poll was between Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score and The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. Both of them are romance books. I am already in the middle of this one, so I'm kind of hoping this one gets picked, but I am also very excited to read The Fine Print. The last time I checked, The Fine Print was actually in the lead by like 1 point. So I think I'm going to give it like another hour or 2 and then see what they're both on. I'm hoping to read about 3 books this week, hopefully. And so every time I finish one of the books, I'll put up a new poll of 2 new books and my Instagram followers can pick the next one. So I'm very excited about this. I've been wanting to do it for a while and I really hope my followers are kind to me and choose the books that I want to choose, that I want to read. Hello everyone, I'm currently in the car, but I'm going to uni right now. Hang on, let me just turn my car around a minute. Okay, pretty much I just wanted to update you on the poll. So the first poll was really neck and neck like the entire time. It was very much 50-50 until at the very end someone voted for Things We Never Got Over, making Things We Never Got Over the winner. So that is the book we're going to be reading first. As I said, I'm on my way to uni now, but when I'm back from uni I will start Things We Never Got Over. Goodness me. Okay, hello. So I have 65 pages left of Things We Never Got Over. I'm on page 418 and this has took me so long to read. This video is actually going to span over 2 weeks rather than 1, just because this book has taken me so long to read. I am enjoying it, but it's a slow burn and I really struggle with slow burn. I love the characters, I love the storyline, but yeah, because it's not fast paced, I have been struggling a bit, but I am really enjoying it. It's a really cute, like, grumpy sunshine trope, like, yeah, it's really cute. It's just took me a while, but last night I did put up the second poll for what I'm going to read after that. If I have the screenshot I'll put it somewhere on the screen, but it was close again. It was really close, but then when I looked today, a lot more people had voted on this poll. It was like 40 votes to 30 or something, and the 2 options were Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber and The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. This is in the Folk of the Air series, after the Cruel Prince trilogy. This is the start of a new duology, I believe it is, and it's about Oak, who is the step brother of Jude, and I forgot the other sisters' names, but it's their step brother or half brother, whatever. And then this is, I actually don't know anything about this, but I've heard great things about it. Hayley Pham in particular, I know, loved this book. I just know that it's fantasy. And Once Upon a Broken Heart did win the poll. Again, I'll put up a screenshot of the poll if I can find it. But yeah, so this is a 340, no, I lied. This is a 400-page fantasy, which I don't know if that's smart or not, considering it's took me so long to read a almost 500-page romance. But the blurb says, for as long as she can remember, Evangeline Fox has believed in happily ever after, until she learns that the love of her life is about to marry another and her dreams are shattered. Desperate to stop the wedding and heal her wounded heart, Evangeline strikes a deal with the charismatic but wicked Prince of Hearts. In exchange for his help, he asks for 3 kisses, to be given at the time and place of his choosing. But after Evangeline's first promised kiss, she learns that bargaining with an immortal is a dangerous game, and that the Prince of Hearts wants far more from her than she pledged. He has plans for Evangeline, plans that will either end in the greatest happily ever after or the most exquisite tragedy. That sounds incredible. That's actually the first time I've ever read that synopsis, and it sounds really good. I don't know why, I just feel like I'm going to read this fast. I don't know if the chapters are long or short. I don't know if it's fast paced. Okay, there's 54 chapters in a 400-page book, so I'm guessing the chapters are pretty short. But yeah, I'm gonna finish the last 65 pages of this, then I'll give you my final thoughts, and then I'm hoping to start this tonight. It is only 7:45, so I do have some time, so we'll see. Okay, so remember the part where I said that I couldn't really get into this book? Well, I just cried for like the whole last 20 pages. Oh my god, it's so wholesome and so... oh, it's just so good. Like, so I really loved the storyline with Waylay, who is Naomi's niece. It's like found family, but also like a broken family. Like, oh, it's just so sweet. And that epilogue and the bonus epilogue, I was just crying. Yeah, this was really good. I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars, because it did take me a while to get into it, but then like I've read like 200 pages today, probably even more. So like once I was into it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, and I did cry, so I feel like it's at least a 4-star. I do want to see what the sequel is about, because I know that that's out now. I think it's about Nash, and there was something about Nash in the epilogue, in the bonus epilogue, where I was like, okay, that must happen in the second book, because yeah, because in the bonus epilogue it was a 5-year time jump, so I feel like the next book will explain some things. So I think I'm going to look at getting the second book, which is, let me double check. Okay, the second book's called Things We Hide from the Light, and yeah, it literally just came out on the 21st of February. So, oh my god, it's 100 pages longer than this one. It's 600 pages. Oh my god, that's so long. But I think it's about Nash. Let me just double check. Okay, I've just read the synopsis. I'm not going to say what the second one's about, because it will spoil this one. But yeah, I think I'm going to look into getting the second one. Right now, I'm going to update my reading journal and then start Once Upon a Broken Heart. I feel like I just need a minute to just feel my emotions after that book. I am 136 pages into Once Upon a Broken Heart, and I feel like I'm far enough in now to give like a initial update, my initial thoughts. So first of all, I'm really enjoying this story. So we've met the Prince of Hearts and Evangeline's stepsister and stepmom. I feel like there's something bad about Marisol, Evangeline's stepsister, I feel like there's something not quite right, even though Evangeline, in her head, she is this like perfect sweet girl, but I feel like that's not actually the case. I don't even know if I've read the blurb, but I don't know if I've said what it's about. Basically, Evangeline is in love with this guy called Luke. They had like a relationship going, but then one day Luke told their family that he was going to get married to Marisol, who is Evangeline's stepsister, and then he just completely cut Evangeline off, no explanation, nothing. So Evangeline went to the Church of the Prince of Hearts to make a deal with him to try and get him to stop the wedding, and he did. He stopped the wedding, but then Evangeline she felt bad, and so she saved them. I'm trying not to spoil things, but now basically everyone views Evangeline as this hero, and so she's travelled to the north to be an ambassador for the Meridian Empire. I don't know if any of this makes sense. There's a lot going on in this book, but it's really good. They feature like newspaper articles and like it's just really good. I am, as I said, 136 pages in. I'm not reading this as fast. I think I've established I'm just not a fast reader. Every time I read a book, I'm like, oh, I wish I could, or I wanted to be further in, like I wanted to read more. I think I'm just a really slow reader, and that's completely okay. Like, it's not a race. I'll get the book read at my own pace. I just need to realise that not everyone reads fast, and that's fine. But I am really enjoying this, so I'm going to try and read more. I do want to read one more book after this, for this video, and I already know what I'm going to do for the next poll, but I won't say it yet until I'm closer to finishing Once Upon a Broken Heart. Good morning. Last night I got to page 223 of Once Upon a Broken Heart, and I'm going to finish it today. I am doing a readathon today with Em from Perfect Paperbacks, but I'm going to keep it in this video because I'm going to be reading the same books that are chosen for this video anyway. So yeah. Okay, I've been doing reading sprints with Em and Sarah for most of the day, but in those sprints I did finish Once Upon a Broken Heart. I've annotated it. This was so good. I really enjoyed this. I felt like at some points it was really random, and I just did not expect some of the things to happen that happened in it. It left on such a cliffhanger, and so I may or may not have ordered the second book. Oops. But yeah, so I've ordered the second book because it was just so good. I'm definitely giving this 5 stars. And earlier I did upload another poll onto Instagram, and the poll this time was between 2 Alice Oseman novellas. It was between Nick and Charlie and This Winter, and Nick and Charlie has won. They're both very short. This one's like 100 pages and this one's like 150, so I feel like I could read both of these anyway because I am doing a readathon. So I'm going to read Nick and Charlie, and then I'll see if maybe I'll do another poll. Hello. It's later on. It is almost 10 o'clock at night. Me and Em have been doing sprints for most of the day. Soph has joined us on these ones now. And so I think I said that Nick and Charlie won the poll. I read Nick and Charlie. It was really good. I gave it 4 stars. And then I decided to just read This Winter as well.
because it was only like 100 pages, and this was so good. If you've read Solitaire by Alice Oseman, it's about Tori, Charlie's brother, and this also had Tori's perspective as well, and I just love the character of Tori, so I really enjoyed this. I gave this 5 stars. That is gonna conclude this video. I've done 3 Instagram polls and read the books that were chosen from all of those polls. Let me just get the books. So they were Things We Never Got Over, Once Upon a Broken Heart, and then the 2 Alice Oseman novellas. So I feel like that's a pretty successful reading vlog. I'll take that. I'm happy with that. I'm going to conclude it there. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.